glad it's Thursday and you can't see my face. Hey, what's going on? Charles Latrey is in the house. What's going on, everybody? As you can see, you can't see my face because I ain't figured out how to use old cell phones as a secondary camera without the microphone getting crazy and echoing out the whole system. Shut the microphone off on the computer, or I've done this, I've done that. It still echoes like madness. So you're gonna have to see just these hands doing the magic, scrapping some hard drives. I'm gonna run the banner for a little bit before we get started. Iron Metals is gonna have an auction this Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check those guys out. Show them some love. Get support art. Get support copper. Support silver. Good stuff over there. Charles Trace's commercial time. Lady Kid Nichols second. Am I second? You're second, Lady Kid Nichols. You are second. You're number 2. But you're always number 1 in my book. That's right. That's right. So we're going to be scrapping hard drives out and BS a little bit tonight. I know. They're so pretty. So it's pretty hands. Got a pretty mouth there, son. Dan Keller, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Gonna wait till everyone gets in, and then I'll do my opening, whatever you want to call them. I'll take the banner down for Iron Metal so you can actually see what's in front of us here. Basically hard drives. These are out of a server. And I got a couple out of some PCs. We're just gonna sit here and talk while I take some stuff apart. That's about it. And then we got a swag auction. Maybe something will sell, maybe it won't sell. I don't know. There it is. Charles Latrey put it in the chat already. That's the link. That is my cue to take the banner down. There you go. Now you can see more of the table. I'm not even sure what the YouTube side's seeing. Is it seeing everything down here? Sometimes I forget that. Mr. Doughboy 356. Totally unacceptable. You can't see. It's a floating hands. Totally agree with you. It's unbelievable. What's going on, Mr. Doughboy? Just waiting for some people to get in so we can start tearing apart these hard drives. Talking about scrapping tonight. Checking out my YouTube side real quick to see what I can see. Okay, I can see everything I can see on the StreamYard side. That's good. Nothing's different. Perfect. All right, we don't need to mess with that then. We don't need to eat up no more bandwidth than we're eating up. Hope everyone had a good week. Secret Cottage Studio says, hello. I had no idea why I wasn't following you, but I am now. Well, that's sad. I'm so sad. You weren't following me. Stalker. Now you are. You're a stalker. And I like it. All right. So before we get into the scrapping here, which we're going to be doing most of the night, this is a hard drive. In case anyone watching does not know what a hard drive is, this comes out of a server blade, which they have roughly. They can have multiple sets of hard drives. This one I think had, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Had about 10 hard drives in it. It still has the I don't know what you want to call this. It's like a handle, so you can pull them out of the server blade. They actually plug in back here with this port here. They just slide them out. They burn up after a while, and then they just plop them out, plop them in. They're very redundant, so you never even notice that the hard drives go bad. They have alarms on them, and they'll tell the user, like, hey, hard drive's getting ready to fail. You got to pull it out, plop one in. automatically resets and does its thing and formats, and yep, and you never even see a blip. So that's what the dealio is with that. So we got ourselves about 10 of these guys here. Going to get them broke down. I'll tell you about how I want to take them apart, some of the pitfalls you can run into, and I'll show you some of the tools of the trade, some of the necessities of the trade when you're doing hard drives and small electronics. Silver Scorpion, what's up? He said, I saw scrapping hard drives and left Yankees channel to come learn from the pro. I wouldn't say learn from the pro, says. But I've done so many hard drives, it's ridiculous. So once you get in a groove too, if you have a lot of the same ones, you can just start blasting through them. There's certain things you got to look for so your scrapyard doesn't bang you on the aluminum. Because if you don't get there's little bits in here. If you don't get them pried out, then they'll say it's dirty aluminum, and all your hard effort is going to waste. Dan Keller says I had to turn the AC on. Yeah, okay. We're gonna give 10 seconds for anyone that would like to smash. Let's see, yeah, smash Dan Keller with the hammer. Even though he has a diamond hoarder, feel free to smash him because that's blasphemy here in the cold Northeast. So have at it, guys. It's your one and only chance, and then we'll bring the Dan back in the fold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He won't say nothing. He's quiet. He's up there. You can smash him. It's been taken away. Go up in the chat. You can do it. I swear you can. All right, Dan. They're showing too much love. You're lucky this time. Talk about your AC. How dare you? Charles Chase says, yeah. He says, right, it almost becomes muscle memory after doing so many of the same ones, I bet. It does. It does for sure. And then sometimes you'll get a random one that's slightly different. You got to change out bits and stuff. I'm not sure what Dan was trying to say by FU scrapping. Let's show it anyway. I gave you your wrench back, so I'm not sure why it's not showing that. Yeah, you have your moderator stats back. Who knows? Lee Nichols says the real Slim Shady did not stand up. He waited it off. See, everyone loved you. No one tried to throw the hammers down hard. He says, thanks for the love. That's right. We love you. See? But don't ever talk AC again when it's, that means it's hot down there. It's freezing up here. Actually, it's not freezing right now. It's not. It's like in the 40s and it's foggy. But the temperatures hit the apex and it's going to start dropping. It's going to rain tomorrow and it's going to be cold this weekend. So, yeah, that's right. Mr. Doughboy says unacceptable, right? You had a chance, Doughboy. You had the hammer. You did not take it. All the way from Maine. He's probably dealing with 6 feet of snow. So Dan Keller says 78 in my apartment. Oh, that's too hot even for me. Too hot to handle. Too cold to hold. Better call the Ghostbusters and you ain't in control. Right? So yeah. Anyway, let's get started on these hard drives. Now I'm going to tell you, you're going to need star bits. You're going to need some small electronic set. I know I should have set up like a thing on Amazon, because you guys could have went down in the description and just clicked on it and bought the thing. This is one of the ones I use. I got off Amazon for like $12. It comes with this nice machined aluminum driver. You can push this guy out. You can pull it out for extension, so it's good for in your PCs and stuff. It comes with these longer bits too. Now it's a security set. It comes with a whole set of bits in here. For the most part, you're going to use the Phillips heads. You probably would never use the flat heads. You're going to use some of the Torx bits. And if you're doing a Nintendo DS, no, not DS. Nintendo, there's one Nintendo system. There's actually a triangle bit in here that you'll have to use because you can't get into it. Otherwise than that, the rest of the bits pretty much don't use them. This is a standard Torx. I think it's a 15 that I'm going to use tonight on the sides. Then I got which is odd, right? There's another Torx bit, and this is a T8 that I use a lot. It does not come in this set. So I had to buy another set, which I'll show you here. This is the other set that I got off of Amazon too for about the same price. Now, this set, the only thing I pretty much use out of there is that number 8 Torx bit. Using a Phillips out of there only because I lost the Phillips out of this one, or it would just be sitting in here. The one other thing you'll use out of this set is one of these nut drivers, and that is around your HDMI ports and stuff like that. You have those little hexagon bolts, and this is where I feel dumb because I know there's a name for them, but anyway, you'll have those on there. These fit those. One of these fits those, so you can put it in. But this thing sucks. It's plastic. The thing tighten. It constantly loosens. This will fall out. Is a kind of a pain in the butt. So I don't recommend this, but you need the bits. So yeah, there you go. The one thing it does come with is a flex bit, which I think it's in the other room. This actually extends all the way into the handle. You can pull it out, but the thing is this thing, it tightens, but it doesn't, like, you don't feel the pressure. It just tightens. That's it. And then when you're working, it all of a sudden it'll just fall out, and you're just like, oh, I want to kill myself because I can't stand it. That's why I really like this one better. All right, so that's enough about those driver sets. Who's in the house? Brissy Boy, what's up? 49's Fine Silver, what's up? Welcome to the stream. A wood chisel. I use this small wood chisel a lot. This is a 5/8. I use this for prying things open. You'll see it even when I'm doing metal pouring. I use it for my my flasks, popping them open. That nice thin tip there, you can slide it, but it's got also that angle on there. You can use it for prying things, which is pretty good. So I got one here in case I got to pry these tops off, because sometimes these tops have a gasket and then it gets stuck and you just got to slide in there, pop, and it just pops right off. No problem. And since it's so thin, it works really well. Whereas like if you use a flathead screwdriver like this, that thickness there is probably like a 32nd or something, but that makes all the difference trying to pop something where this is almost like a knife blade. You know what I mean? This is like knife. See how thin that is? It's like a knife blade, but it's really strong. So you're not going to worry about chipping and busting off and breaking or anything, unless you're really hammering on it, which it's even made to hammer, but it's wood chisel. So, and then of course I got a pair of these Nippics. On hard drives, you're always going to have a hidden screw. There's a hidden screw. Right, it's either here or here. I forget which one it is. It might be right here, or it might be both. It's been a little while. I know there's one of them is a hidden screw, or it could be both of them on this drive. Anyway, I use the sharpness on there, twist that, tear that out, then you can get the screw. Every single hard drive I've opened always has a hidden screw. When I first started, I was going crazy, and if you strip these out or mess these up, these things are trash. It's a pain. It's a real pain at that point. You're just, you're at a loss. So, let me see. I saw Cyclonic Silver came in the house. It says, "Are we watching How Not to Kill Yourself While Doing Hard Drives?" Says Clinton S. Yes, that is right. Do not do it. Says, "Oh my God, someone stole 49's Fine Silver's car. That's crazy. You should be airing that right now. Dirty Sons of Guns." Yep. Hey, 49's, I enjoyed watching your auction too. Silver Unicorn says, Dan, talking about that Florida Heat again. He was. That's right. Those chats are moving pretty quick, pretty good. No worries, 49's. I hope you get your car back. Hopefully they don't tear it up too bad. Cyclonic Silver says, look, SHTF has a shirt on it with his name on it, so he knows who it is. Must be getting old. Yeah, you got that right. That's right. Silver Unicorn says, I just stabbed myself with the screwdriver multiple times tonight. Yeah, I bet. Let's see. 49's Fine Silver says, yeah, the shitty part is I was only insured for a third party. Oh, no. Goodness gracious. Secret Cottage Studio says, got to go. Have a safe warm weekend, everyone. It was in the 70s here today. I imagine some of you are freezing. Bye, Clinton. Bye, SHTF. Bye, Sandy. Thank you so much for stopping in. Let's see. Lady Kid Nichols says, don't you live out in the bush, though? That sucks. Yeah, you're living in the bush. That's crazy. So, hello, darling. You don't have to be sorry. This is your house too.
That's a heart.
Oh, that's very random.
I know. Where did that come from?
Maybe it's from there.
Can you see me?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, it's right here. So, yeah, a heart. It must be from last year.
From last year?
Yeah, I guess so. This just randomly popped back up. Said, hey guys. So check out, we got the new stickers came in. Holographic SHTF. Yeah, matches the shirt. That's right. So eventually they'll be coming out. Not sure when, but eventually they will be. Bigfoot, Silver Hide and Seeker, what's up? Silver Scorpion says 90% chances. Someone you know, 4-9's fine. I agree. Charles Trey says, nice. Silver Scorpion says sticker trade. Sticker trade, fool. I ain't got a sticker from you yet. Richard Boy says that was a smoking meat cool sticker. Yeah, man. So, all right. So, what we're going to do tonight, thanks, Dan Kell, for them dories. First of all, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. And then I would like to say thank you to my memberships, Diamond Dan Keller, Silver Stacker, Maskman Metals, and my Copper Kings and Queens, Coin World UK, Charles the Trey, Lady Kid, Nicholas, Clever Coin Name, Big Red Bullion, Paul Bloom, and Great Scott. Thank you so much for the added memberships there. Appreciate y'all ever so much. Silver Scorpion says, I'll send you 3, right? Says, so Cyclonic Silver says, new stickers. Will I get one or will the mail lady take it? Dude, I don't know. You busted my nuts so hard on that thing. I might have to fly down to Florida and hand it to you. I mean, they're flat, dude. They're flat. I'm sorry. I got nothing left. Silver Scorpion says, one for each channel. Word up. What's up, Jack Galman? Welcome to the stream. Cyclonic Silver says, SHTF, did you get your package yet? From you? No, I got nothing. I got 0. I got zilch. It's like my Christmas card to you that I sent a month and a half ago. You got 0. I got 0. So I'm thinking you're just trying to send me a signal as you ain't never getting a package. So Lincoln, DMZ, what's up? Tear up that drive. Yeah, I'm gonna get on this drive. Roar it up. Let's get into it anyway because we got a bunch of them to do. So we gotta take the cast aluminum holders off. These hold them into the servers. So gotta get them off so you can get the drive itself. And then we can get into the platters. These are 300 gigabyte drives. Unfortunately, the customer I get stuff from, I have to destroy them. I can't resell them, reuse them, reformat them, do nothing with them. More than likely, they don't work anyway. That's why the server blades were decommissioned. So, but this can be taken apart a little bit further. Take the steel out, take the cast out, get rid of the plastic. So that'll go down. Well, let's see if we can take them apart now. I'd like to scrap them as far as I possibly can. Silver Scorpion says, send it to me. I plan to go back to Florida in the next 3 months. I will deliver it for you. Cyclonic Silver says, SHTF saying to get your butt in the plane. We'll see you this weekend. Right? If I could afford it, I would come down. Cyclonic Silver says, I'm dying over here. I'm dying. Lincoln says, I got 40 of those drives. Yeah. Now, if you're wondering, I'm doing this by hand and stuff and not getting a drill because it's noisy as all heck. But if you got a drill, it definitely makes things faster. Something palm size would be the way to go if you can get it. But here you go. See, this is cast aluminum. So you just throw that in your cast aluminum, and then you'll have plastic and steel. Now, if you can't separate the plastic, Looks like we got some kind of, I'm not sure what's going on with this. If you can't separate the plastic from the, sorry, it's being, anyway, if you can't separate the plastic from the steel, just throw it in your shred. It doesn't matter. Most of the time, your yards and whatnot don't care. They're not going to say nothing. It's just a little bit of plastic. The only thing you want to do is you definitely want to separate anything you can from your aluminum stuff, because they'll bang you on that stuff. They want it as clean as possible, and then you'll be putting in work and getting not as much of the reward out of it as you should. Come on. Come out of there, piece of junk. Yeah. Plus, I'm in my bedroom right now, so I'm not trying to create an entire mess all over the place. So there you have it. And I'm just going to get a steel. So I'm not going to mess around with those little welds and stuff. And then this will go to cast aluminum. Got to remember where the camera's at. Maybe I need to move the camera a little bit like this. Is that better? Let's see. Yeah, right there. Let's get to it. There you go. I wanted to show off the shirt in the beginning, but now here we go. All right, so right here is where we need to be. I always also recommend when you're scrapping, you have like a tray of some sort, so you can kind of separate your stuff, put it out. Multiple bins works good, and of course, you know I'm the proponent of the French roast of fury. So if you have some French roast buckets around, they're perfect. They have little lids, snap tight, pretty good, hold a bunch of stuff. Way to do it. Cyclonic Silver says, SHTF, today I did something I've never done before. David Carlisle's in the house. Yeah, Bristly Boy says, Friday, fun day for me, so kick back and watch with cold beer and watch. Word up. Let me go back and David Carlisle says, a hammer will separate the plastic from steel. Well, it will, yeah, but I'm not doing that in here. So we're just chilling, getting some stuff done. Looks like I got a piece of steel. This is a locking in device mechanism. This is just plastic garbage. So toss that down there. Toss that down there. Some more plastic. And then you're going to have a bunch of steel hardware. Now, usually I have like a little jar I'd put all that stuff in, but right now, like I said, I'm upstairs in what you want to call the YouTube studio. Now, tonight, if you've seen on the opening thing there, tonight I said some swag, a swag auction. All right. So what the swag auction is going to be is this. Maybe no one cares, and that's okay if you don't care. But the swag auction is going to be for, I got some pin backs made of this new logo design. So I got 10 of those made, and I'm going to auction them off at some point. I'm going to auction them off. I am going to get a gold Sharpie. I'm going to put numbers on the back of them. So there's 10 of them, going to be 1 through 10. So I know it's like, here we go, Scrabbin's trying to make money. It's like, no, I'm just giving you an opportunity because I only got 10 made, and that's it. Not making any more of them. Just thought it would be something cool. If you want to own it, cool. If not, that's okay. You don't have to. Let's see. Clever Coin Name says, thank God our stupid auction video is done, uploading to the cloud. I've been waiting forever to say, nut driver. God, that feels better. So it's always good to have yourself a little driver, because after a while your hands and wrists will get tired from doing this if you're doing too many. Magnetic tray is not a bad thing that you'll find in the hard drives. A lot of times these screws in the top are stainless, so they don't really stick very well. You want to separate them out too. All right, so I've taken all the screws out, but remember we got that mystery one in there. So that's where I usually use this guy here, and you can usually just take that off. See, there's one there, and sometimes there's one right here, but not always. Yeah, so on this drive, it's got both of them, and they'll hold you up if you don't know that. If this is the first time you're doing a hard drive and you're like, I can't get the stupid lid off. One thing I do recommend if you're doing laptops or any type of other electronics that have a lot of screws in them, take all the screws out. When you start to lift and pull apart, wherever that, if you're lifting from this corner and you're lifting and you can kind of tell that, like, let's say 3 inches in, you've got some kind of point of contention there. A lot of times you'll have a hidden screw. You really don't want to get too nuts with just ripping stuff apart, in my opinion, because sometimes them screws, as little as they are, they can really hold things together. And then all that force that you're using to drive that apart, you can have stuff flying all over the place and everything else. Now this is where this guy comes in handy because, like I said, you can get under there. It's like a knife blade almost. I didn't bring any neodymium magnets up because a lot of these can be stainless. They could be steel. They could be aluminum. This one's probably got a steel plate on the outside and stainless here, based how it feels. This is probably regular steel. So depending upon how far you want to break it down, you might just put all these into one box and eventually go pop this stuff off. Else you're just going to get like a steel price for it. You're not going to get the stainless part for it. And this has got like charcoal and stuff to keep the air and stuff out of clean in the hard drives. Just take these and just chuck them. Now, Matt Mel says, is that the one with the Bitcoin in it? Yeah, it could be. They say some old hard drives somehow magically could have Bitcoin stored on them. I'm not sure how you're going to have that, or how you're going to tell that, or how you're going to know that. But I guess you'd have to fire it up. Now, on these platters here, this one's got four platters in it. They're usually platinum coated aluminum. I've watched videos. They say it's really not worth the recovery on them. So you're going to have all these little screws around here. You're going to have one main screw in there. There's a little motor in there. But you got to take this plate off, this little plate off, pop that off. All these platters will come out. But I recommend taking all those out, then taking these guys out. You'll need a flat head sometimes for this piece here to take that out. And then you can pop this off, pop these pieces out, pop these out. The neodymium magnets, you got to watch your fingers when you go to take that out. That sucker will snap hard on you if you're not careful. So even if you take it off, get it off and put it aside, and when you get the next one, watch it because you can grab it and just and it'll pinch you pretty good. So all right, so now we got to figure out what size these are. Maybe all this. Oh. Okay, so that's that size. So this is a different size. Or nope, that's not even one in there. That's just the bearing. Man, Mount Mel says, I heard of magnet fishing, but it never caught any that way. Silver Scorpion says they will smash PP out. Yes, they will. So Silver Scorpion knows. And like on these little guys here, sometimes if you get on them too hard and strip one out, forget about it. You might as well just move on. You're going to waste your life trying to get that little sucker out. It's not worth your time. Now, I've been told, and I've looked online, that when you take these little rings out of the drives, you can sell them in bags to crafters on eBay. I haven't done it, but I looked it up before, and I was like, oh, yeah, I can see where that's an option. I'm a hobbyist, so I don't get enough. By the time I got 2 years worth of stuff all scrapped out and all saved up and stuff, to make $5. It's like whatever. But they'll make stuff out of these little rings and stuff. They're all different looking, in this case I'm getting a whole bunch. They're all from the same drive, so maybe they would be able to do something with it, but not sure. Brissy Boy says without the exact password to a crypto wallet, it's gone. That's true. Cyclonic Silver says, I want that shiny thing. Shiny. So shiny. So we'll get through this guy here. Come on. Usually these guys pop. Probably do this. Now, every drive is not. Yeah, see, that thing is pulling hard, boy. Ow. Son of a bitch. That's not good. I mean, this thing is pulling hard. Holy moly. I mean, you really got to watch your fingers on these things. No lie. I don't know what the pull weight is on that thing, but it's hard. I mean, that's really hard. All right, so you see this guy right here? This is what writes on it. Writes. Let's see if we can get. Yeah, this writes to the disc. Now, a lot of times you'll see this coil back here, and it's in gold color, but it's not. It's aluminum or anodized wiring. So there's nothing really special about that. But on the very end of the reader, in this little section here, you're going to have some gold plated or gold wire, depending upon what it's coming out of. So these are worthwhile to keep for gold recovery. Also, this little ribbon here will probably have gold ends on it. There's probably a plug point that goes down to the board, which I've got to take the board out. I just started on this to just show how you get that hidden screw and stuff out. But we're going to take the back of that off. I should have really just taken that off before I took the front side off. You know me. I got ahead of myself and forgot, realistically. Let's see. Man Mountain Metal says there was a video of my recommendation, someone claiming to have hacked a crypto wallet. Yeah. David Collins says cook magnet fish in an aluminum pan or they will stick. It says Man Mountain Metal says didn't actually watch, but very impressive thumbnail. Yeah, that's right. Very 50s tech with lots of wires. Silver Scorpion says, and just like that, he has to go change his pants. Cyclonic Silver says, you got to watch Man Mountain Metals when you're bored and have nothing else to do. Great Scott, what's up, Copper King? Welcome to the stream. Man Mountain Metal says, dude, fingers shouldn't bend that way. So Cyclonic Silver says, thankfully, I'm not doing this. I'd have the sledgehammer ready. Yeah, I mean, that's true. You get like that. Now, these are what they call a high-grade board on your hard drives. They're going to have the most PMs of the boards. They're small, but they're going to have your IC chips. They're going to have gold BGA chips. They're going to have your monolithic. They're going to have gold-plated connectors. Now you guys watching this might not understand what any of that lingo is, but if you're a scrapper, you understand what I'm talking about, and you probably already agree and say, yep, that's right. Now there is a company that buys boards, but I don't sell boards to somewhere. I'm not taking the time to package all of this up nice and neat, categorizing and crap, just for them to tell me what they think it is after I've already done all that work. So not much on this side of the board here at all. Not at all. You do have some gold pins, so you want to take them off, and they're nice and orange, so they're a decent plating. See that orange color, and that's how you can tell about the plating. Usually is by the color. If the color is like a deep orange, then you got decent plating. If it's real light pale, then and a lot of newer electronics, that's basically how everything is. But there's that gold corner BGA chip is what they call that. You want to collect those. Those have gold bond wires inside of them. Same with these guys here, these flat packs. All the way down, these little IC chips. Then you got these monolithic capacitors. which have silver and palladium. Some of them do. So these are definitely worthwhile to hold on to. Usually take them off because you're going to have this plug in here, pop it out. You're going to have this little motor. You're going to have to, it's going to have some gold connectors on the back of it. You're going to have to peel this little cable off because it's going to be tied to the motor inside that drives the drive. Let's see. Pop that guy out. Then you're going to have a couple more screws to the neodymium, the second neodymium magnet. Okay, come on, let me work. Now remember, when you take the second one out, if you get it near the first one, it's going to fly at it. So your best bet is either to move that far away and watch metal objects towards it. Because all of a sudden, and then see, this is what I was talking about, stainless. I mean, it barely grabs it, but so you know that these screws here aren't just regular steel screws. So I usually separate them between something like that and like that thing will chop your finger off if you can get it off. So Cyclonic Silver says no, electric screwdriver, man-made metals, just gas powered, right? David Carl says board cert. Well, I'm not advertising for them. That's why I didn't say their name. I know who they are. So we'll have one flat head in here that holds the center of this arm. For some reason, she almost feels like she's spring-loaded, but not sure what the deal is with that. I mean, they don't have springs, so something's causing it to lift up. It's weird. Not sure. Okay. Now, on occasion, on the slight occasion, because I did say that these are usually platinum-coated aluminum, on occasion, you'll get glass ones, so you got to watch out. They can shatter on you. That's mostly, you're going to find that in a laptop, but this should be just platinum-coated aluminum. And like I said, I watched a number of videos, and on those videos, they're not worth trying to recover the platinum. In my humble opinion, yes, there's platinum on the platters. There's another beauty ring. That'll be between each one of the platters. This one's going to have 4 in it. But there's something. Hidden screws. I knew there was something holding me back. Remember, I always check for hidden screws. I forgot on these, they probably have them. Let's see. No. No, that's just the screw heads. So something screwed that down. There's definitely one in here. I just don't remember where it's at. It's been a while. And no, that's not going to be it. That's not it. Maybe right here. Come on. Come on. Come on, guy. And of course, some of y'all are saying, well, why would you want to spend this much time? It's like, you're right. That's the head. Well, then that means that guy just spins out. Which I did not bring a small set of pliers. And dun dun dun. That's where the show gets crazy because I don't have another tool to take that apart. We have to go grab something to get that apart. Like Nichols says, the main reason I hate flat screen televisions is they don't pop when you smash them. Oh, yeah. MML says that is a scary look into your psyche, Lady Kid Nichols, right? Charles Tracy, someone say real life Frogger. Silver Scorpion says, I have an ice cream bucket that I dropped the gold plated stuff in until I get enough to recover. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, when I separate, I just did like 30 PCs and I put the boards in one spot. If I find any cables with gold in, stuff like that, I put them all in with the boards and stuff. And then it'll be harvest time soon. And start harvesting all the stuff, breaking all the bits out, and then getting rid of stuff. I got to start calling scrap yards around to see what they take for low-grade boards because once you take all the chips off, they're just low-grade boards from there. So Collect Silver says, if we do this SCCF, do we have to make the noises you make also? Yes, you do. It's the only way to do it. You don't want hydrofluoric acid. That's terrible. You get a drip of that on your skin and it'll go right to your bone that eats calcium out of your body. It will kill you. So I would not recommend it. See on there, you've got, there it is. You can see it right there. All these little pins in here are gold plated. And sometimes the ribbon is too, or at least the connection point. So you'll keep that even though it's a piece of plastic. And then you try to get this neodymium magnet out. And for some reason, this guy does not want to come out. Does not want to come out completely. Dang it, Bobby. It's because of this guy. Yeah, I gotta go get a pair of pliers so I can take this out. That's a set of fingers that keeps everything consistent around here, but it doesn't have a screw head on it, so you got to use a pair of either needle nose or small channel locks to turn that and get it loose. So I check the other side and I can see the screw head there. So unfortunately, without that, I can't continue to move forward, which stinks. So I'm going to have to walk out of the room. Man, Mount Mel says yes, but was it sponge worthy? Dragging out the old Seinfeld references, still hip, still cool, right? They can says, I'll just have the Kool-Aid. Cyclonic Silver says screwdrivers are not pry tools. For your information, SHTF. Well, I'm not saying do it my way. I'm just showing you how I do it. So there you go, my friend. That's true. They are not pry tools. That's what they call pry bars. All right, everybody. Well, I got to run downstairs and grab some channel locks. And then we can get that out, and then we can pull the rest of these platters out. And after that, I can talk a little bit less about that because you see me tear one of these apart. And then we'll get crazy with the cheeses and start getting all this stuff ripped down because we got a long way to go, and it's 9:44. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I returned. Grabbed a couple extra things. Figured why we're doing this, right? I should got a bucket of little steel bits, so we can just throw the steel bits in there. For now, check the chat here and see what the chat's saying. Then Mel says, kept one in the toolbox. Butter knives are surprisingly handy outside of the kitchen. This is for the like stainless, non-magnetics. Magnetics. And I grabbed a couple of tools. David Collins says, sure do hope Dinky Drink Bird's okay. Yeah, man, he's just chilling over here. Chilling. What's up, David Carlisle? Keep him close by. Who's blowing up my phone? You guys are a mess in the chat, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 16 hellos from Clinton S. Nice. A bunch of 27s. Yeah, very good, very good. See, Lake Nichols says, wasn't my idea, by the way. The matriarch is, here's Man Mountain Metals now. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's show that off. I like the bimetal trooper. Man Mountain Metals. Look at that thing. That's pretty dope. Good job, my friend. All right. Gonna put this on silent now because that's just a little too much going on. We'll never get through one hard drive. All right, so back to where we were. Is get this guy here loose. Once we get him loose, then should be good to go. A lot of times they're like a screw head, and you can just get it going. Might be able to just pull that out now. Ooh, watch that finger, boy. Nope, it still doesn't want to come up. So something's still holding me in there. Usually they pop. Something is definitely holding me in there in the center, because this should come up, and it's not. So not certain what's this drive might be slightly different than the ones I've taken apart, because usually you can just pop that right out and it's done deal. Yeah. There's just the magnet that's holding this in. There we go. Got it. Okay. So there's that guy. That's the other side of your magnet. Just gonna have just gotta watch it. It will mess you up. Something fierce if you are not prepared. Now, see on these two, this thing will actually fit in a little slot right there. And you heard that plastic just crack, if possibly. And there you go. There's two neodymium magnets. Say people buy them online. I don't know. And then you got your other platters here. You got another beauty ring. They're usually aluminum. And I usually just stick those on an old CD case. You got your head here. You should have some gold recovery on the ends of these guys. Maybe on this little board here. That's about it. Like I said, that's not gold. It's just anodized aluminum. Throw that in there. It's just plastic garbage. All right. Throw those in. I'll just put them there. I have another bin for those things. Silver Scorpion says, see, it is so easy to scrap stuff till you turn on the camera. Then it's something different and you feel like an idiot. Yeah, it's true. Silver Scorpion, you're definitely right about that. You could sit at home and you could do 100 of these things like no problem. You turn on the camera and it's like, oh, I forgot that. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh my God. The next thing you know, it's like, what the heck is happening here? Little stupid things. I think that might be punched in. And that's probably, it looks like a screw though. It should be screwed in. Because see, that's the thing. It's something as simple as that little thing. If you take it to your scrapyard and they'll run a magnet, if it gets caught on that, this goes from being cast aluminum to dirty aluminum, even though that might be the only thing that it grabs. And then the money just disintegrates before your eyes. You're like, oh, I did all that breaking these things down. I got paid nothing. And then you always take these guys out. This is the little motor. And then I usually put these in a bucket by themselves. And once again, that's comes out. Now it's a nice aluminum, aluminum plate here. This is aluminum, but trying to get all that machined, pressed stuff apart is like next to impossible. And there is some gold fingers right there. Usually just cut them off and put them in with your pins. You could put this on a bench and hit it with a chase and knock that center right out. And that's what I'll do at a later time. And then you got a couple wires that go to the little motor inside there. But unfortunately, taking this apart and all that, it's not worth the time. But you can get a copper bearing motor for that, and then you get the aluminum plate or machined aluminum or whatever off of that. So there you have it. Throw them in that. Throw that in that. All right. And once again, I'll have to take that down in the shop and get that taken off, and then I'll take and go around it. But I think that's the only piece of metal that's not aluminum on here, and these weigh up pretty fast. But one time I took them in, and that's how I got burned on that, and then it's too late. Now they tell you at a scrapyard, you're selling them the scrap if you don't like the price that they're giving you or what they're giving you for it. You technically have the the okay to say, no, I don't want to sell you my scrap. But usually the way they're set up is by the time that happens, it's already in a bin somewhere and you can't get it back. So you're kind of beat. Oh man, dropping hammers. Silver Scorpion says, definitely depends upon how much you want to make. It definitely takes a few. Yeah, time versus money situation. That's true. And then, like I said, you'll figure out which steel and aluminum and all that stuff you have on this guy, and that'll determine which price you're getting out of that. If it becomes too much of a hassle, because a lot of times these are glued on there and stuff, it's just not worth the time and effort it's going to take to peel 100 of these off to get 50 cents or whatever. You know what I mean? Depending upon what the price of stainless and everything else is, but. Once again, it's more of a shop thing trying to do that than mess around in here. All right, so that's this is a great board though, and these platters you can cut up and put right into aluminum. Like I said, they're platinum coated, but it's like a micron or something like that. It's not worth the time to try and get the platinum off. I think I've seen someone do it with like 200 or 300 of these, and they got we're talking half a gram or something, if that. And all the acid and everything you have to use, it's just not worth it. So. Silver Scorpion says, catch you tomorrow, goaty leads. Man, no, it says plus, acid. Yeah. I have the patience. I don't have the education for it. Cyclonic Silver says backyard scrap and says it wasn't worth it. Yeah, he was one of them that says it wasn't worth it. And I want to say it's Dusan. He I think said it wasn't worth. He did something that said it wasn't worth it, and maybe even Street Tips too. Those are pretty big scrappers, but it's not. They say to sell them to people, they can make wind chimes and crap out of them, but I just save them up eventually and put them in as aluminum. So anyway, now we got one down. We got many to go. So now we'll just try and stick with the chat. Yeah, man, do another one. I'm on it. Thomas, Toan. It's cool stuff. Thanks for the vid. Hey, you got it. Yeah, artwork components. You got that. Brian Hooper, welcome to the stream. Same to you. Welcome to the stream, Thomas. Silver Scorpion says I had to get a little work done. Might be back. All right. I'll be here till 11. Scrapping hard drives. So stop on back, Scorpion. Now, what I plan on doing is shooting some solo video, scrapping individual thing. Be a little bit more of a refined video than what I got going on now. I might scrap something out and then do a voiceover as opposed to live, only because it cuts out the ums and thises and that's, and you got a chance to edit if you don't do something quite exact or whatever, what have you. You know what I mean? So that's that. Drive out. Once again, there's that nice board, and we're separating the cast aluminum off of here. It's got this stupid button on it though that I don't quite understand. I guess it doesn't matter. Somehow they put it in there. Plastic, fiber optic. Anyway, two nice pieces of cast aluminum. And then you got a piece of steel, plastic junk. Cyclonic Silver says, I'm going to make some pretzels. Well, that sounds yummy. I'm not supposed to have pretzels anymore. So, and Mount Mel says, Street Tips advice on e-waste is worthless. Yeah, he's a refiner. He's not really an e-waste guy. Lincoln says, where are the rails made from? Cast aluminum, Lincoln. At least on these server drives. Man, that's step one, dissolve everything in nitric. That's true. You don't need to do that. There's definitely steps that you can do that you don't need to use nitric for everything. But you know what? I mean, he makes a killing at it. Okay. Well, there you go. There's the board. There's that BGA. You definitely want to get as many of those as you can. You want these flat packs. Those are the biggest things. Now you can see, you might be able to see it if I shine it right in the light right there. That gold comes all the way back here, that gold plating. So it's all the way out into this plastic guy here. You can legit just take and pry that off. Then all those pins are out there, and then you want to cut as close to that where that plating and the steel stops. You try to get as least amount of non-plated stuff as you can when you're doing pins, because you just don't want to waste the acid on it. when you're taking down the base metals. All right. Anytime you can do that, you're in a winning situation. Got something going on there. This one's already a little different. It's got another sticker inside of it. It had that pad, which I think the other one had the pad, but didn't have the sticker. I try to clean all this crap off as much as possible too. I just don't want to give the scrapyard any reason not to take something. Plus, there you go. There's a hidden screw. And it's funny. This one's different. It's got the neodymium on the outside. It's got the contacts for the motor over here, not on the motor. So same server and everything. Just showed you. Different. Hey, Stephanie, welcome to the stream. You know what? It's 10 o'clock. So is anyone interested at all in the new SHTF pin back to auction off? Put a 1 in the chat if you're interested in doing that. If you're not, that's fine. Then we won't even bother. I'll just save them for something else or save them for another night. Man else says AP for pins. Yeah, or you could put them in hydrochloric for base metals. It won't eat the gold up. It's sort of like, I guess AP is what they use for gold fingers and stuff. So that should be that. It's the only ones in there. Oh, that's just a plate. That's not even a magnet. Wow. I'll have to see if that's stainless or if it's steel. Okay, remember you're gonna have the two hidden ones up here. You can either use like a pair of this one might have 3. It's got a bunch of it's different. Come on. All right, the answer is no. So then never mind. We'll save them for something else. Kellen L says, never got my alert. Dang it, YouTube. I'm getting used to it. It's all the bots. Also, we are approximately, I think, 12 subscribers from 1,500. So that's cool. This one has a lot of hidden screws on it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hidden screws. Most of the time it's just the 2, but this one had 4. Kellen L, I got the new stickers in. Pretty cool. Man, Mel says my alert was 20 minutes in. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Uh-oh. B. Roche Banyo. He got his 19-year-old sister up there. Better get him. There you go. Smash him with the hammer. Banyo, you've been banned. Whack-a-bot. Cyclonic Silver says SHTF. Sorry for giving you a hard time earlier. I was feeling funny, but after thinking it was too much. No, you're good, bro. I got thick skin. I can take it. We in the scrapyard, brother. Man Mel says, not me. Never show remorse. That's my motto, right? Now, I will say that while obviously the pinback was not a fan favorite, I do have a 3D printed version that come out as a charm. I'm going to pour in silver. So you'll see that come up for auction. Wow, this thing's glued on here. Oh, that's because I am on the wrong. That's the. See, that's a silver scorpion right there. Come on. There we go. Jeez Louise. All this for one drive. Now, I've got another hidden screw somewhere. I must. It doesn't want to come up. Or maybe it's just that much of a gasket. Oh, yeah, see? I can feel it. So I took them all out. So Clock Silver says I gotta go and time to clean up today's mess. All right. Stephanie says she's angry. Angry. Oh, she's not angry. She's saying, hey, Angry Warrior Tackle Box. What's up, Angry Warrior? Welcome to the stream. All right. Tearing apart hard drives out of server. Charles Trace says, get the hammer. Stop. Hammer time. Okay. Let's see. Those look like little itty bitty twerks. This guy's not going to work, is he? Nope. Man, come on, dude. Well, like I said, that's why you got to have one of these little electronic screwdriver sets. You'll find all kinds of goofy things in electronics. The only thing is a lot of times these little bits they don't hold. I mean, they put these in their machines, and those machines torque these things down hard. Like I bet you the one that this is, no, that's smaller. I might not even have it, or it might have broke already. So then we are to the next guy. Check him out. Philip the board, what's up? Welcome to the stream, Philip. Philip, I haven't forgotten about you, bro. I know, I'm behind, man. Slowest shipper in the world. But all right, I think that guy is gonna work better. Let's do that. Yeah, just hanging out and chilling. Angry Warrior says, I use a BFH to take things apart like that. Probably why I can't have nice things. Yep, the BFH works. I got the 16-pound sledge out in the garage. This drive looks a little cheaper. It might have a gold wire in the end of that thing, but it might not. You can just tell by the way it's designed. It just might not be as nice to be made as the last one. So tonight we're just chilling, taking some things apart. I was going to auction off some swag, but it was unanimous in the chat that no one was interested, so we passed up on that. We did hit the 10 o'clock mark, so once again, I'd like to thank my members. Dan Keller, Massman Metals, Coin World UK, Charles Latre, Lady Kid Nichols, Clever Coin Name, Big Red Bullion, Paul Bloom, and Great Scott. Thank you so much for joining up. Throw a Dory or a cappuccino or a atomic bomb in the chat to show off your support of the custom emojis. That'd be cool if you want to do that. If not, you don't have to. No pressure. No pressure. You know what's crazy is I could sit here and watch people take apart stuff all day long. I don't know why. There's just something about it. It's neat. And a lot of times, like in this instance, no two components are ever the same. Like this hard drive looks completely different from the last hard drive. Though the board looks pretty similar that was on the back, but everything just fell out. Oh yeah, that's a good one, boy. That's a good one. I'll take that one all day long. Okay. And that one's probably out. So that one's got a copper spool on it. Maybe it might still be an anodized aluminum, anodized with an orange. You are going to have some gold plating on this guy here, and probably this little ribbon will have it too on the contact points here, and it should have a little gold bond wire in the end of the riders. Depends. Nice neodymium. Didn't even know how to do it. Just fell out, so that's perfect. That down there. Now, the cool thing about this drive here is obviously you have your platters. It's got 4 platters like the other one. Just platinum plated aluminum. They just go by themselves. But this has got individual aluminum fingers. So you're going to pick those up. You know, just going to go into like sheet aluminum, but still. If you do 1,000 hard drives or something, that's just a little added bonus you can throw in your sheet aluminum. And you got these nice little beauty rings that will go separate for crafting, and then you'll always get one of these guys too. This one's aluminum as well. So just some bonus stuff. You don't have just steel. Oh yeah, we're going to test this guy out, see if it's stainless or if it's oh yeah, it's not. It's just regular steel. So that just goes in your steel bucket. Nothing big. Okay. Moving on to... All right, so this is part of what you're going to run into in this drive here that we've taken apart. Yeah, that should pop out. You have these filters. You got to get them out of there, plastic out of there. So this drive you would think is done, but it's not. You're going to have to take a hammer. You're going to have to bust that guy out of there. So you're going to have to knock that out of there and rip this out, this little wire and stuff. Get that out to clean this aluminum up. The other thing you're going to have to do is it's going to have this pin right here. And that pin is pressed in. So you're going to want to hammer. You're going to have to hammer that out, or else they'll pick that up with a magnet. And once they pick that up with a magnet, you're going to lose probably 60% of the value of this machined aluminum. So those are a couple of cleanup items you got to do. Now you're still going to get, because it's painted, you know, you're not going to get the perfect aluminum price, but at least with that you can upgrade by knocking that little pin out and that little motor out. And that's a copper bearing motor, so you can slide into that copper bearing motor category. Now I'm hoping that eventually I'll get a small Neo that we can clean up these screws here. Like I said, I separate them between non-magnetic and magnetic. Brisky Boy says, you just took the words out of my mouth. I'm just watching because I enjoy it. Right? It is. It's pretty just chill, right? Stephanie says, I'm enjoying this very much, even though I strip most screws I touch. Used to be much better, but lately I hide the screwdriver. MML says, yeah, but women's stripping screws is just sexier. Stephanie says, I think this is very relaxing content. I need more of this in my life. You're welcome. Well, you're going to start seeing more of this because I got a lot of stuff to scrap, and I'd always intended on having scrap time. So that will be that, and then we'll be probably starting to pour on Sundays, whether I do it live or record a video or something. At least the last Sunday of the month, unless something comes up where I just can't be online. But I plan on doing that. Right now, Dan Keller is the diamond hoarder level of my membership, so he'll be getting a little custom pour every month. We did his last one, which is still in the process. I got to get cleaned up. It's an arrowhead. The arrowhead came from Kevin Rose, so I casted that for him. I did that on Sunday. Unfortunately, I did not hit the record button, so I cannot share that fun time with y'all. So, but going forward, we hope that that's going to happen and everything's going to work out. All right, so here's a different type of drive. I'll just show you that. These have a plastic carriage to them. They easily pop in and out of a PC. You just squeeze this in, pull the drive right out for the most part. Once again, it looks slightly different. There's going to be a hidden screw probably in here. Let's see. I don't really feel it though. So maybe this one, that would probably have been the hidden screw and they didn't put the sticker over top. I got lucky. All right. So on this one, you got to take the screws out, the side screws, and then it should just drop right out of the carriage. So that's not too terrible. Now having a multitude of screwdrivers, even if you have little electronic ones, 9-volt ones, because your wrists or your hands just can't handle the constant torquing and untorquing of screws. I recommend so you don't have to constantly change out bits, even though this is a quick change, magnetic and stuff. If you have them, you just lay it down, boom, 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 boom. Everything you can do to cut time down is a win. So just take that into consideration. I was told once before, every time your hands touch the scrap, the value goes down. So now, as a hobbyist, it really doesn't matter to me. I'm not doing this full time. I'm just whatever. I'm just having fun talking to y'all and putting together some. This is just plastic. Goes to the garbage. Unfortunately, it's not recyclable, so there's nothing I can do about that. But I try to do this stuff to keep stuff out of the landfill. Where I live, the landfill is just overflowing. So anything I can get off the street, get it separated, and get get it separated and get it scrapped out, recycled, or whatever I try to do. Sorry. Just thinking about something there. Man Mountain Mel says Valium is how I relax. Angry Warrior Tech Lock says, I got a bunch of copper wire I need to strip. We dug up a bunch doing some grading last week. Grabbed all of it up, brought it home, saving up for when I start pouring. Oh, there you go. Man Mountain Mel says that and a quart of corn whiskey, right? Silver Scorpion says, I'm thinking about scrapping a huge old flat screen tonight. Post on my scrapper channel. You should, yeah. I got 3 of them down in my garage. They've been sitting there for like a year. So eventually you'll see one pop up on my channel. And I've had to give up a number of them because I don't have any space to put one, because I have 3 of them down there already. So, all right. So those 2 Torx bits do not work on this drive. So it's even a different size. So let's see. Where did the other driver go? Oh, right here. Is that one? Let's see if it's that one. Yep, it's that one. MML says you should build a battle bot. Throw it in the ocean, not the battle bot. Lincoln says 4 a.m. comes early. Laters. Thank you for sharing. You got it, Lincoln. Thanks for stopping in, man. Good luck with that sleep. Are you supposed to wear gloves to do this? Well, you should wear gloves. I know where this stuff came from, so I'm not really too worried about it. Should I even have like a little mask on? Hard drives, for the most part, are clean. If you're doing PCs, though, I definitely recommend gloves and I recommend a mask because of the nasty stuff that can come out of there. If you ever open up a PC and it's full of garbage, just take it outside, rinse it down, let it dry out. Hit that thing pretty hard. You don't want to be digging around in that mess. But the drives, once you open them up and stuff, they're sealed up from the factory. There should be no reason that you're going to have a real problem. Calvin says I got a pile of wire the other day and a couple of brass copper radiators. Nice. MML says I sent my e-waste to India. They have cheap acid there and don't love life as much as I do. Silver Scorpion says y'all saying we should start a BattleBots channel, right? Brisky Boy says nothing wrong with making some cash from other people's trash, so that makes it a double positive. That's right. Stephanie says, wait, I just thought about it. Wouldn't a screwdriver slip around with gloves on? Nah, I mean, I use gloves at work all the time when I have to go out in the field, so it's fine. I mean, I'm used to working with gloves on. Now, if you're not used to working with gloves on, you might hate your life because it can be a pain. But otherwise than that, nah, it's all good. Man, Mountain Mouse says I got 400 subscribers. Must be a mistake. They'll take away 10 in the morning. I can't hit 1,500. So. Kyle says, unless it came from me, full hazmat suit. Oh, yeah, right. That's true. I probably do need a full hazmat suit to pull those laptops apart, Cal. Now, of course, you don't have to be nice and easy with any of this stuff. Just kind of weird like that. I don't like my stuff all busted up and smashed and mangled, even though it's just waste and going to get destroyed anyway, but kind of weird like that. I like my scrap pristine, you know what I mean? So here you have a nice flat pack there. Another one there. Some big chunky MLCCs. Got another flat pack on the back. Now, the traces on here are all copper, so there's nothing big there. You got some gold pins on the SATA connection, and that's it. But this is a newer drive. You can tell that how small the board is. I'm not sure what the size is. Let's see. It's a 250 gigabyte. I mean, I guess it's not that new. Usually they have the dates on them too. Hitachi. Yeah, 2008, so it's actually kind of old, but it's newer because the board's so tiny. I mean, I can just show you from the server one to theirs. There's a difference. Plus, this one, I bet you won't have the four platters in it, or probably just have two. I could be wrong, but more than likely it just has two. Silver Jordan says, don't play, Charles. I'll make it happen. Rent out a hotel 2 times a year where I'll fly in and do the BattleBot thing for the weekend. That'd be hilarious. BattleBots. Man, Mountain Mess says, oh, what? 400? They won't stick. They never stick, right? Now, I got a question for Man Mountain Metals. How come you've been putting out videos, but you put out like 3 in a day instead of scheduling them out? If I did that kind of videos, I would definitely be scheduling them out instead of having them all arrive at one shot. That's just an air hole. Okay. Back battery. Angry Warrior Tackle Box says, Stephanie, my son and I are going to learn together. I think he will really enjoy pouring. And it's something we can do together. It's going to be a blast. Yeah, it's definitely. Christian Boy says, SACF, am I right that I heard you say collect coins from 1975? Yes, I do. Yep, that's the year I was born. I collect all kinds of things from 1975. Matter of fact, I got some coins from Lady Kid Nichols, and I got some coins from Man Metals. I think I mentioned it in my last live stream that I just missed a bar from the Hamilton Mint from 1975. It had a German plane on it, and I missed it. And that sucks. Because those things are hard to find. Ah, man, see, that guy's on there, boy. And you worry about messing your torque bit up. So... I can hear him now. Hammer, hammer. Oh, got it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hammer wouldn't do any good. You'd never be able to get it separated. I'm telling you, man, them little screws, boy, they will hold on for dear life. Yeah, you running 3 channels, Silver Scorpion. That's crazy. Is Angry Warrior leaving? Oh, you just said good to see you, brother. Yep. Hey, what's up, Silver Slinky? Oh, you actually changed your name to Silver Slinky. Holy crap. S. Lazinski, you finally did it. Brissy Boy says, do you have a Aussie 1975 coins? I don't think that I do, Brissy Boy. Kelnell says, I have $5 and 40% quarters in a tube. Oh, yeah. I know. I got to get them off you. The the bicentennials. British Boy says like a mint set 1970. I do not. I guarantee. I know that I do not. Jacob Downey says I see a reflection in the disc. Oh yeah. What's up? Yeah, I'm on the camera now, Jacob Downey. So you can see me whenever you want to see me. Just not tonight. I'm doing breakdowns of scrapping, but on Monday nights for sure I'll be right in the camera, chatting and talking. So welcome to the stream, Jacob. Glad to see you. I still need to get a gem from you, Jacob. One of your ones you do on a live stream when you do your thing. Now, if you guys don't have Jacob Downey, grab Jacob Downey and you can go watch him. He does it's not gem carving, it's gem whatever they call that. There's a name for it. Anyway, he takes rough gems and turns them into beautiful pieces. So there's a word for it. I'm not a gem guy, but I think it's cool. I try to catch them when I can. See, now this has a small neodymium magnet set on it. Very light, not much to it. But you definitely check out Jacob. He'll do his little joke of the days or whatever. Good times. A lot of laughs over there. Kevin Rose is in the house. Jacob Downing. You probably have a top hat on. I can imagine it. He says imaginary, but I think it's real. Faceting. There you go, Kevin Rose. Thank you for that help. Even though I'm probably 30 seconds behind. So they just hooked up. Silver Scorpion says SCF want to start doing a Friday night live scrap together. If I'm available, I'll say yes. I'll say I'll do a live scrap on a Friday night if I'm available. Which a lot of times on Friday night I can be because everyone is tired from the week, so we usually don't do much. I just don't want to commit to it because I already do the 2 live streams a week as it is. And I don't want to say yes every Friday night we're doing it. But we could definitely set up the StreamYard where we stream from both channels at the same time. That way, we're both getting credit for the hours. So look, this one only had one platter in it. So, but we would definitely get all our stuff done. Now, this guy here did not have gold-plated contact points on it, which is surprising. Usually they always do. I thought this was even cheaper because of the small board and everything. So I would probably just throw that in my metal. It's not really worth the time. The little neodymium is very tiny. There's not much going on. You can pull it apart pretty easy. I mean, this is really cheap. This little square on there. Jacob Down says, thanks for the shout out. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is purple. And Kevin Rose says, you take orders for faceting, Jacob? Yeah. Silver Scorpion says, okay, 1 out of 3, I'll be 1 out of 3, I will be at work, so we can just do what we can. Yeah, that's cool. Kimura says, I got about 2K in sapphire that needs to be done up. I usually have them cut in state. You're doing amber this week. Nice. But you can use one of these neodymiums to check your steel out here, and then once you get a bunch of that, just drop it in the steel bucket. Try and separate the non-magnetics from the magnetics. And it's not a very big one, so it might not work as great as I would like it to. I mean, look, that even snapped on my finger and didn't even do nothing, like whatever. Throw that in the bucket. You get this little guy here. It's all aluminum. You got that little wound of more than likely aluminum wire. I don't think that it's copper. And it may, in the very end, if we look at the microscope, it may have a gold bond wire or something on there, maybe. Hard to say. Could be aluminum anodized or something coated. But we save them up anyway. Got ourselves another little aluminum trinket here. You would have a bucket for those just because you could sell them in bags. Remember, when you're going through, you want to clean up as much garbage off these aluminum as you can. You'll rip this off, and you'll take a punch and just knock that out, and that knocks that little motor right off there. And then always remember, there's a pin usually on every single one of them. There's a little pin. You're going to want to knock that out. It's been pressed in there, so you're going to want to get that out of there because they will hit that with a magnet and mess you up on what you're getting cash for. Silver Sink says, what all that stuff worth in that hard drive? I mean, it's just a bulk thing. Silver Slinky, it's not worth much by itself, but when you get a couple hundred of them, it adds up. Man Mel says about 35 cents. That's right. Jacob Downey says, I do unique, eccentric girdles by hand, but I also do heirloom with my fastener. There you go. Making friends. Making Jacob Downey new contact. Jacob Downey says, sapphire is hot right now. Kimura as well to chat on stream. Recycle, Jacob Downey. I'm recycling. Though there you go. If you had Devil's Forge, you could melt those drives down. You get a bunch of slag because of that paint and stuff, but you get dross no matter what on aluminum. So you could turn them into bars. It's very very probable. No reason why you couldn't. So here's the next guy here. Coming in a little plastic carriage. I learned earlier tonight that they just sit in there. You just bend them back and pop the carriage off to garbage it goes. And then you can already see the little tiny board. Nothing even on there. I'm guessing the chips are on the other side. Maybe. Who knows? As time goes on, they get less and less and less. They make them cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And now they're basically solid state drives. They've gotten rid of they're getting rid of or phasing out the little arms and everything. They're all chip based. They're all smaller. So it'd be interesting to see in 10, 15 years, where electronics are. Silver Scorpion says, Jacob, I tend to melt them in bars with my double forge. Yes, that's what I was saying. Stephanie says, do you know what truck grill guards are made of? Maybe chromium plated steel. So, you got some decent, actually, there's some decent chips on there. So that's not too bad. That might be a tantalum chip there. Got 2 little ICs. You're going to have the 3 flat packs. So you're going to take that 4 ICs. These little MLCCs they're not even worth bothering. And it looks like you have some fuses in there. They're either fuses or resistors. I'd have to get a magnifying glass. But you probably wouldn't do much with them. Still consider a high grade board. You still got gold pins right across that SATA connection. So not bad. To take it off, if you just stop there and didn't do anything else with that, you always want to take these high grade boards off no matter what. So that down there. See if we got any screws. Now you're going to have gold plated pins right there. They would have made contact on the board. That's what's going to drive that little motor arm to back and forth for the reader. Doesn't look like, well, actually that's not true. See these little mirrors? There could be screws behind them. They're little stickers. Sometimes there is, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're just holes. So sometimes they're a real pain. Recycled tincanium, yeah. You're right, man, Matt Metals. Silver Scorpion says, man, metals, I think that is a new metal alloy that you can spread with a knife. Yeah, man. It's true. Stephanie, we're not much help when it comes to that. We're more smart asses than anything. So please excuse us. It's just our nature. We're like a bunch of boys at the playground. And it looks like we're just going to get screw ends. We're not going to get much in the way of screws. Oh, maybe we found one. Might have found one. Now, one of the things I'd like to upgrade this year is my sound. I think that I would like to get a headset, maybe do better with the sound quality. Maybe the sound quality is okay. I really don't know. That might be a screw head. Definitely gonna need a loop. Hey, Kelly Ray. No, it's just some machine at the end of a screw, and those will be on the inside. So it doesn't appear that we have any more screws hidden. We just start taking the cover off, and you'll get to see the difference in this one compared to the last ones we've taken apart. I think every single one's been different, and they're all, well, these two are from the same PC. Jacob Jackson says maybe billet steel. Could be, or billet aluminum. And Mel says I've had Chinesium drill bits unspooled. No kidding, straighten right up. Yeah. $10.41. Wow. Kelly says you're being Mr. Fix It. No, I'm definitely not fixing it. I'm just being Mr. Destructo. But there you go. We can head over to Kelly Ray's house and we can do a live stream on scrapping out her refrigerator. And we're going to have a hidden one there. And that is not hidden, but this one is definitely hidden. And that's not hidden numismatist either. That's just a hidden screw, in case you're wondering. And this is says 80 gigabytes. So it's a small, relatively small drive. Might have been a supplemental drive in a PC just for a boot, boot up or something like that, not to be used for storage. So that's that. That should just pop. So there we go. Probably stainless. Oh, let's see. Man, my muscles. I was so gobsmacked, I forgot to be peed off. Yeah. Stephanie says, Jacob, I have no idea, but they were well over 1,000 each. Maybe because it's custom. Haven't left the house in years. Beautiful truck is rotting. Probably going to donate it, even though only 70,000 miles. Huh. But I figured maybe scrap grill guards. Yeah, possibly. If you put a magnet on it, it doesn't stick. It's non-ferrous metal, so it's worth scrapping for sure. Yeah, this drive, there's like nothing to it. So cheap. Now, of course, as soon as the live stream gets done, I got to clean this whole room up of stuff. Take it all back out to the garage. Can't leave this here for a week. Mrs. would not be happy with me. And I don't blame her. All right, so we got some gold plated pins in there. That's good. And you can tell it doesn't take, this one doesn't take much to move. It's very small little spool on there. And I'd have to look under. There might be that gold wire in there though for the rider. So still keep them. Looks like there's only three screws holding this one down. It's amazing how much on that T8 you use, and it doesn't come with the one set of screwdrivers. Miss Coin Crew's in the house. Yeah, the bots, I don't know. They just love my channel. Miss Coin Crew says the bot followed me in. Oops. Yep. You're letting in the hoodlums, Miss Coin Crew. Okay. And that's got a nifty little pattern to it. So someone might like that out there. Throw that over there. Dump that guy upside down. Just one platter. 2 more screws for the Neo. And that's out. Now sometimes with these Neos you can see they're not magnetic, so I'll throw in a non-magnetic jar. But you can get them, and they've got basically screw holes. You could screw that to a table, so that way it's already screwed down, and you could just touch it with different coins or different parts, and you know right away, boom, it's magnetic, non-magnetic. A lot of times the opposite side, see this one doesn't even have a magnet, it's just metal. But the opposite side usually has these plastic little fingers and crap on them that are pressed in, and they're not as nice and usable. But that one just goes into metal because it's not magnetic. And And that one I'll probably keep up here. Jacob Dennis is going to jump in the shower, probably get water everywhere. Be back later. All right, Jacob. Well, we'll be gone in about 13 minutes, my friend. Christy Boy says, I keep missing the boss. Too busy watching the scrap out. Yeah, a whole lot of tiny ones. Silver Scorpion says, headed to get my kid. Be back if I can. All right, Scorpion. We'll check you later, bro. Thank you for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in, Jacob. All right, not sure what's going on with that. I don't know if I want to open it. It's probably charcoal. A lot of time that's what that is, yeah. Just keeps the moisture out of the drive. You don't want that. Yeah, so you're going to have to bust that out. Rip those gold pins out, bust that out. Takes out, once again, that little motor there. And like I said, it's a shame you can't get the guts out of that the way they're pressed together because this is a nice machined aluminum and there's a copper spool inside. Sometimes, though, I can take and bust that center out and separate the two, but not always. It doesn't appear that this one has that little post, that little steel post anywhere. So, like, you can just run a magnet across it, and if it grabs it, then you know, okay, I got to get whatever that is out. But there's nothing. See, you'll get it on there. So once you get that out, it'll be fine. Shouldn't be anything else. Like that whole thing was coming up magnetic, so but that just might be the motor itself giving you crap. And once you have that out of there, if you got anything else magnetic in there, trust me, you can just take a piece of pipe and blast that whole center out just to get the clean aluminum. So there you go. Kelly Ray says, SHF, you sound a little bit better. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah, Carolyn Swanson got blasted. Sorry, Carolyn. You're out of here. So, I mean, I've got enough hard drives. We could do this for a week straight. Easily for a week straight. Just sitting here, chatting, chilling, getting her done. Oh, wrong one. That's the big guy. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Big bots. What's up, Sam C? He says, yes, tell me how to do this and then what to do with the bits. Well, eventually all the bits are going to get sent to backyard scrapping for refinement. Once I have enough, I'll get them separated into different classifications and they will go to him. And then he will extract the PMs for me and send them back. After he takes his cut, of course. So that's cool. And then I have some little itty bitty silver and gold and copper buttons. At least, well, I'm not sure if he does the copper. I don't know if he'll send me the copper back. He might. That I have to discuss with him. And anyone that deals with him, he got whatever he does. He'd have to tell you what he does. JR13, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Once again, there's a piece of steel. Go in your steel bucket. And we got this cast aluminum. Here I have another piece of cast aluminum over here. Again, I don't know why every time it's got to be argumentative. This doesn't want to come out. This time, this one really doesn't want to come out. Probably should have popped it before I opened it up. Because now it's like, nope, don't want to. Don't care. Plastic. on this. Come on. Sam C says, dang, it's all about you US peeps. I've been taking apart hard drives since I was a kid, and I've got 5 sitting here begging for their last hurrah. I wouldn't know what to keep. Okay, well, I'll tell you that in a minute. As we walk you through this last one, that'll be it for the night. On the server board, I kept the cast aluminum rails. You would definitely keep them. This is just a piece of steel. Ain't nothing really good there. Plastic. Now you're going to want to keep the board off the drive. Yeah, you've got that gold corner BGA chip. You're definitely, if you've got one on your drive, I don't know how big your boards are, but you definitely want these big flat packs. You want to take them off eventually. Right now, I'm just doing one breakdown, then I'll have all the boards, and then I'll start taking all the chips, and eventually they'll all go into low-grade boards. They're high-grade now, and I could send them to a place like Board Sort, but I choose to not do that. Will I make more money, less money? Probably less money, I guess. It's probable. But do I think it's cool that I'll have my own like e-waste bar or whatever from all the stuff I collect? Yep, that's pretty cool. Now, I've been toiling around with making a rotisserie out of an electric oven. What I'd like to do is make a rotisserie where I can have a catch pan in the bottom of the electric oven. I can throw all these boards in there, put it in the electric oven with the rotisserie, heat it at like 500 degrees, and then have a little motor that turns the rotisserie around and around and around. And as the boards fall on top of each other and go out and heat up, the solder will loosen up and all the chips will fall off into the bottom. And then when you're done, you just open it up and cover all the chips, and you have flat boards with nothing on it. But just haven't done that. And I don't really have the space. And talked about moving to Colorado, so that probably won't happen for quite some time. I'm on a mission to get rid of as much scrap as I can right now, because when I do make the move, it can't go with me. It's just going to have to go. So if I can get it all broke down and all that, then I'm ahead of the game. So on here, it's not like the other boards, though. It doesn't have that nice, you don't see the gold plating up here. So if there is any gold plating in there, it's very minimal, more than likely. But you do have the nice chips, so still a nice board. You do have the gold plating on there, and you can see, if I can get the lighting just right, probably right there. You can see that orange, that nice orange. So that's a decent plating. That's where your main connection is to the PC, or one of them is. So nice board. Take this off. You're going to have a hidden screw under here for sure. It's probably that. It might be that guy right there. Yeah, what are we tinkering with today? Hard drives, JR. We are tinkering with hard drives, so that is not where the screw is at. So maybe there is no hidden one. Must not be, because those would be on the other side to knock the whole motor out. These two will take care of this guy. These would be for the neodymium, so I guess there's not any hidden ones on that side. On this side again, you've got two hidden ones, one here, one here. There's one. There's two. Remember on one drive we had 4 of them, but there is not anymore, so that's good. Bristol Boy says plastic the bane of scrappers' existence. That's true. Sam C says, yeah, it's a pain trying to transport metals and electronics. I wouldn't trust them not to steal everything. That's crazy, right? David Carlos says, do you burn plastic in your wood heater? I do not. Sam C says, okay, fair. I've got pins I've pulled out of old boards, but I haven't kept the boards themselves. Oops. Yeah, man. That's what you want to do. Robert Worley, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Sam C says, plated but heavier than in most electronics. I never found out why. Yeah. Yeah, never seems to be any rhyme or reason. Just happens to be whatever process they were doing at the time. Kelly Ray says, my niece had a baby girl today, 5 pounds, 6 ounces, 19 inches long. Jada Sky. Good deal, Kelly Ray. We need to have one of our girls have a baby here. A couple years. That way we can be we can have grandkids. I want to be a grandpapa someday so I can sit back in the rocker and rock my little babies to sleep. You got that right. Charles and Trace is awesome. Family editions are fun. Surely are. They surely are. There's your lid. There's your filtration system. You don't need that anymore. Okay. This has got that big heavy duty neodymium, the one you gotta watch breaking your fingers off. Take the screws out of this guy. This is going to have 4 platters in it. It's going to have a nice arm in it. And we're just going to take all the screws out and then just kind of flop it around as it's just going to fall out like last time where we're trying to figure out how to get it out. This is almost exactly identical to the very first drive we opened up tonight, so it's a good way to close the stream out on as the last drive of the night. No, it's about average for a hard drive. Number of screws. It's not really excessive. But I will say, strapping electronics and stuff like that is pretty therapeutic for a lot of people, myself included. I just chill, just doing it. And it's even cooler, just sitting back, talking with good people like yourselves. There's no stress involved. And if you really do get stressed out, that's when you definitely go get the hammer and just go to town on it. If you really don't care. If you're like, whatever, I can't do it no more. I can't deal with all the, I'm not supposed to be stressed here. I'm supposed to be having fun. Now I'm not having fun. Give me the hammer. And remember, you saw the first time, that sucker will pinch your finger hard and you will cry. I can't get the screwdriver off. So that is a heavy duty magnet. That will cause you some headaches. Your pinkies will burn. I'm getting smushed. It does not want me to take that screw out. It's fighting me. Dang it. See, it stole my bit. Stole my bit again. Come on. Yeah. You gotta watch. You do not want to get bitten by one of these magnets. They'll get you. These are non-magnetic screws, so they go in the non-magnetic bucket. Now they may have a little tiny magnetism to them, but that's whatever. Off there, beauty ring. Come on, you little arm. Like a. Last time we did this, I think it just plopped out. It was like, dum, dum. This one don't want to do it. Come on, last one, best one, right? Yeah, it's out. There we go. Got it. Got it. Some beauty rings. Got it. They're aluminum, platinum plated aluminum platters. Stack them up. Now, CMC, if you're still watching, you're going to have in this armature, you should have a gold wire in the tips of these guys. Oops, sorry, the tips of these guys. This little arm. You'll see what appears to be gold, but it's not gold. This is anodized, either aluminum or copper winding. And then, but you will have some gold plating on these contact points, and in this ribbon cable. So you keep all these guys. Then on this particular drive, you can take the motor out, and then later on you're going to have to get this pin out, or else they'll hit you at the. Oh, that one's stainless. The magnet doesn't work on it. So I guess we're going to be lucky on that one. I won't have to mess with it. But a lot of times there's a pin right there that if you put a magnet on it, it grabs it, and then they downgrade you on the metal. JR13 says, I'm a Scorpio, so Leo's going to be fun. Yeah. Stephanie says, it's amazing how many pieces are in such a small thing, right? The Platters, CMC, I mean, they're aluminum. The videos that I think 3 different videos I've seen, there's no conclusive evidence that it's worth for the platinum, but they are aluminum. So you should just be able to throw them in aluminum. And there you go. So this is a little copper bearing motor right here. And you're going to have some gold plated pins that you can peel this back. You can snip those pins off. You're going to put them in your pins. And then you can actually take a chase through there. You can put this in the vise, smash that, and that little copper bearing motor will pop out, and then you can keep this aluminum plate. If this plate wasn't here, you could just knock it out of the back of this guy. So, but that would go into a copper bearing motor. And like I said, I put the magnet on there that either that's machined aluminum or it's stainless. But I know it's a pin because you can see it on the other side. So I'm pretty sure it must be stainless. That holds these little fingers in. These little fingers pop out and work around the drive when it's running. So anyway, you probably have to take a chisel or something and bust this plastic out of there because they don't like that kind of stuff in there. If they even notice. As long as the magnet doesn't stick to something, you're good. Then you get the cast aluminum price for that. All right, guys. Well, that is the last one we're going to do tonight. JR13 says, if a girl, I'm really thinking about Morgan Michelle. Nice. Cyclonic Silver says, got him. Says, I'm back like bad breath. Well, you're back just in time because we hit 7 minutes overtime finishing up that last drive. I thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to close the stream because we are over the 2-hour mark. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers, and also honorable mention to my members: Dan Keller, Massman Metals, Coin World UK, Charles Latre, Liddy Kid Nichols, Clever Coin Name, Big Red Bullion, Paul Bloom, and Great Scott. Thank you so much. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully I can get a video out for you over the weekend. If not, you'll still see me on Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all have a good night. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. And I'll see you soon. Later. What do you got, Speg? I'm cleaning up, man. Everybody's like, what do you mean you're still here? Dwayne Pickering says, guess I missed it. Yep, we just finished up. I'm just cleaning up some screws and stuff. Calling it a night. Trying not to get my finger smashed by the neodymium magnets here. Speg said, go live. Get back on the channel. You're going to have to watch the replay if you want to. I'm going to try and make scrapping a Thursday night thing. Me and Silver Scorpion might do a Friday night special together as a double up live stream. So that should be fun. Spectacular says, give the people what they want. Yeah. I got to give my wife what she wants, and that's called go to bed. And since everything's set up in the bedroom right now, I kind of got to get my stuff and get out of here. Happy wife, happy life, right? Speg? Says, last night I had a strange dream. I sailed away to China on a little rowboat to find you, and you said you had to get your laundry cleaned. Well, that's hilarious. All right, so seriously, I do got to go. That is hilarious, though. I will have to see if I could figure out the laundry situation. So, Kevin Rose, thanks for dropping some extra last minute drinks to the chat while I'm cleaning up here. But I seriously got to get off here and get this done. I do appreciate you guys, and I will be back on Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We can hang out. Speg, I look towards to seeing your videos. Brissy Boy, Kevin Rose, appreciate you guys for hanging on for the last second, but I really got to call tonight. All right, guys. Until then, once again, I will say later again, and I will show the outro. Peace out.